Okay, hello members. I want to speak to you today about another trade setup that's potentially going to fire here pretty soon. Get you prepared for that. Let's talk about a couple principles first. I've got the S&P 500 up. The trade here is a short on this. And so the setup is off this prior swing point low. And so anytime you come back into an area that has been broken, and you've taken more than 6 bars, the probability of this thing regenerating back in the direction of the break is fairly high, actually very high. And so as this comes back up, that's the setup. The question is where will it stop? Up here, down there, or somewhere in between. The probabilities is that it will be towards the bottom, not towards the top. So that's the first thing. The other thing that's happening here that we have to factor in is that we actually have an ABCD structure as well. It goes from about 1810 up to this high, back down, and then up from there, right? And if we project that out, and if we take 1810 plus the top of this is 1930 roughly, so that's about 120 points. Add the 120 points to this, it gets you up around 2021. So 2021, 2022, somewhere up there. If you look at this, top of it's 2022. So when we factor that piece of it in, right, that says, hey, this thing can get right up to the top of this almost. And so when we're looking at a full extension of this ABCD target, that's telling us we may get to the top. So that's another piece of information that the market's given us. The other thing that we can look at is we can go to another time frame. And if we go to the other time frame, we actually have a retest regenerate going on here as well. And it's this bar, which is a swing point low that was broken here, right? You can see that on this break. Top of that bar is 2020. So again, we have another item telling us that we can get to that 2020 mark. So when we consider all of that, now we have the framework to think about a potential trade on this with respect to a short. And we're shorting into the strength as it comes up into those areas. Now, we could make that trading plan anything we want. We could just blindly start here at the bottom, or we could start a little bit higher and try to trade most of it at the top. And so I want to quickly show you some numbers here. Actually, before I do that, let me pull up the other chart. There's a one-to-one vehicle that you can short with that's called the SH, and it's a short of the SPY of the S&P 500. It's one-to-one. It's trading currently at 21.22 as of this morning from last night's close. So that's the 21.22 number. If we look at that 1993 to 2022 area on the S&P, which is the bottom of the swing point low to the top of the swing point low, and then if we look at the current price, 1986, to get to 1993 is about 0.0035%, so a very small percentage. To get to the 2022 is about 1.8% from the current price area. So if we project those onto the SHI or the SH, right, we can get a range of where we would want to short. So in other words, we'd want to start buying it here and buy it all the way down to there if we were going to, and I'm going to go back to the S&P chart, if we were going to start exactly at the bottom of that swing point low. And so we're talking about the very bottom of this, and then trading, and then taking it at the top as well. So in other words, if we started shorting here at the bottom and we finalize our shorts at the top, then that would be the price ranges that we would want to do that at. So in other words, we'd want to start buying the SH here, here, and we'd want to finish buying it there. Now we don't have to just blindly do it, and we won't, and we'll look at this as it comes in and does the test and try to determine whether or not it's going to be the bottom that we should start buying the SH, or whether we should try to wait until it gets a little bit farther up. And so that's the setup. That's the next bigger trade that's coming, and that's the one I'll be watching with you, and I'll do another video. Of course, I'll put the trades in the trading room, but I'll also do another video as we take that trade or as it develops. That's it for today. Thanks. Bye.